Welcome to Imagine Ocean!
Take a deep breath, because in just 10 seconds, our enchanting story begins. Now, close your eyes and let your imagination take flight.
The legendary rule of Nut and Geb.
Once upon a time, in a place far, far away, there existed an enchanting land known as ancient Egypt. Its golden dunes shone under the sun's warm gaze, and the mighty river Nile nourished its soils. This magnificent land was ruled by two wise and kind leaders, Nut and Geb. They were not ordinary rulers, for they ruled not with an iron fist but with a soft heart and a wise mind. Nut was a gentle woman who loved everything about nature. She would spend hours walking by the Nile, talking to the plants and animals, and understanding their needs. Geb, on the other hand, was a man with a deep understanding of the earth. He knew how to keep the land lush and fertile, and he shared his knowledge with the people of Egypt. Under their rule, ancient Egypt flourished. Everyone loved and respected the earth, and they only ate plants, respecting the animals' rights. The people lived in harmony with nature, and the animals roamed freely, untroubled by the thought of becoming somebody's meal. It was a land of peace, love, and contentment. However, this serenity was disturbed when a mean and malevolent group targeted this utopia. They were envious of the harmony of ancient Egypt and wanted to seize its riches for themselves. These foul people cared nothing about the balance Nut and Geb had created. They favored meat and wanted to hunt the animals, disrupting the peaceful coexistence. When they attacked, the peaceful Egyptians were taken aback. However, Nut and Geb stood tall, their resolution unbroken. They were determined not to let their beloved land fall into wrong hands. They rallied their people, reminding them of their love for their land and its beings. The people, filled with courage, resolved to stand with their leaders, ready to defend their home. Nut, with her profound knowledge of nature, used her elemental powers. She called upon the plants to aid them, and they responded, providing a formidable defense against the invaders. Geb utilized his bond with the earth. With his powerful voice, he called upon the land to shake and tremble, causing the enemies to lose their footing and stumble. The animals, under the safety of Geb and Nut, also came forward. Fearless, they charged at the invaders, their fierceness a testament to the bond shared with their human friends. The fight was intense, but the invaders were no match against the united forces of nature and the people of Egypt. The invaders were defeated and forced to retreat. Nut, Geb, and their friends emerged victorious, making their stand for peace and harmony. The unity of the Egyptians had safeguarded their land from the claws of greed. People rejoiced this victory, recognizing the strength in their unity and the power of their benevolent leaders. Peace was restored, and celebrations echoed across the land. The animals returned to their peaceful existence, the plant life flourished, and the river Nile continued to nourish the land. Ancient Egypt once again shone brightly under the sun's gaze. Nut and Geb continued their rule with more wisdom and strength, their bond with their people stronger than ever. They led with kindness, and their legacy continued for years to come. The story of Geb and Nut became a legend told from generation to generation. It was a tale of unity, strength, and love for nature, a story that resonated in the hearts of all Egyptians. They learned that peace and harmony could only be achieved through mutual respect and understanding, not just amongst themselves, but also with the world they lived in. And so, ancient Egypt thrived under the wise rule of Nut and Geb. The land echoed with laughter, the air was filled with happiness, and peace once again graced this magnificent land. This tale from a faraway time and land teaches us the importance of unity and respect for all life. It is a lesson that resonates across ages and continues to live in our hearts. Just like Nut and Geb, we must also remember to live in harmony with nature, understanding that we are all interconnected in this great web of life. And with this, my dear friends, our tale from the golden dunes of ancient Egypt comes to a close. But remember, as long as we care for our earth and each other, the spirit of Nut and Geb will always live on. So let us take lessons from this tale, nurture our beautiful world, and uphold the values of unity and love, just like the people of ancient Egypt, under the wise rule of Nut and Geb.
The end.